Good morning, children. Welcome back. So, we have completed India and her neighbors with question answers. We have done the question answers also. Now, today we'll start a new chapter, that's India, climate, and natural vegetation. Vegetation means the plants that grow around you. That is known as the vegetation. The plants that you see around your area around you, they depend on the weather and climatic condition of that particular place. The climate affects, the climate influences the plants that grow in that particular area. The plants which you will see in desert, you won't see the same plants in the area where there is too much of rain, like in Meghalaya. There are some different type of plants you will see. The plants that you will see in the hills will not be available in the plains. In the plains, some different type of plants will be seen. So the climatic conditions, they influence the plants that grow around yourself. Now we'll see what type of plants grow what in different regions and what are their special qualities. Okay, just pay attention. India, climate and vegetation. Climate and natural vegetation. Natural vegetation means the plants which grow naturally. We don't grow the plants grow naturally. See, climate influences the natural vegetation of a region. Vegetation means plants. But do you know that plant behavior also suggests local weather conditions? For example, the open scales of a pine cone indicate dry weather, while the closed scales indicate rain. See, there is a pine cone. The open scales indicate dry weather, and the closed scales they indicate rain. The leaves of rhododendrons unfurl to indicate warm weather and curl up to indicate cold weather. Rhododendrons, you have read about this plant in which chapter? The chocolate room, isn't it? The leaves of rhododendrons unfurl to indicate warm weather and curl up to indicate cold weather. The early morning dew on grass indicates clear weather, whereas absence of dew indicates clouds, strong winds and rains. This we also observe in our area. The early morning dew on grass. If there is dew on the grass, you can be sure that the weather is very clear. There is no cloud or rain or strong wind. Whereas absence of dew indicates clouds, strong winds and rains. So the local weather condition also are indicated by the plant behavior of the plants. Just see, so funny, isn't it? The same pine cone, in the dry it will be open, and when it rains it will be closed like this. Now climate. We have read about weather and climate, but let us see what this chapter says about climate. Climate. In India, temperature and rainfall vary from season to season and from place to place. Some places are hot while others are cold. Some places get very heavy rainfall while others do not get any rain for years. Like in desert, for years you may not get any rain. Some places get floods while others are hit by droughts. Droughts means where there is no rain. India experiences tropical monsoon climate because India is in the Tropic of Cancer that passes through India. So India is in the tropical region, so it experiences tropical monsoon climate. Factors affecting climate that we have read in the previous chapter, weather and climate. Here also we'll see what it is written. The factors which affect the climate of India are location. We have location, physical features, and distance from the sea. Let us read how. This we know already. Location. The Tropic of Cancer passes almost through the middle of our country. Almost through the middle of our country. The southern part of India lies in the torrid zone. We have already read about torrid zone also. Torrid zone, frigid zone, temperate zone. We know about it now. The southern part of India lies in the torrid zone. Thus, the temperature remains high throughout the year. The southern part also experiences hot and humid climate because that is in the torrid zone. Climate is hot and humid. That we have already read about it. Physical features. You know that temperature decreases with an increase in altitude. That we have already studied. As and when you go up the hills or your altitude increases, the temperature at that place it decreases. From here, if you go to Darjeeling, the temperature will be quite low. You'll feel colder, isn't it? Further, if you go to Leh Ladakh, again the temperature is further low. You'll feel colder. So the altitude, when the altitude increases, the temperature decreases. Then, thus, the northern mountains and hills are colder than the northern plains, even during summers. In the northern region, we have the mountains, that's the Himalayas, and the plains also in the northern region. So the plains, the mountains and hills, they are colder than the northern plains. Even during the summer, the northern mountains are cold, but the northern plains are naturally hot during summer, very hot. The northern plains are very, very hot during summer. Punjab, I have been in Punjab. It is very hot in Punjab. But in Himachal Pradesh, the plains are cold, no doubt. Plains are hot, no doubt, during summer. But the plains are not that hot as you get in the Punjab area. Distance from the sea. The sea and land breezes moderate the climate. Moderate the climate means does not allow it to be very hot or very cold. To moderate means to neither allow it to be very hot, not be very cold. Moderate the climate of the coastal area. Hence, the coastal plains experience a moderate climate throughout the year. This we have read already. Sea breezes, sea and land breezes. In the absence of these breezes, the northern plains, the western desert, and southern plateaus experience extreme climate. In the absence of these breezes. By now you might have known where are these breezes available? They are available in the coastal area, isn't it? Then comes seasons in India. In India, variations in temperature in India, variations in temperature, rainfall and monsoon winds result in three main seasons. They are summer, winter and rainy. So what are the three main seasons in India? The three main seasons in India are summer, winter and rainy season. Let us read about the summer season now. One by one we'll read about all the season. Summer. The summer season begins from the beginning of March and continues till the end of June. It gets very hot in May and June. Days are longer than the nights. Days are longer than the nights in the summer season. That everybody of us we know that in summer days are longer than the nights. Every part of India except the northern mountains, experiences hot and dry weather. Hot and dry winds called Lu blow over many parts of North India. Dust storms are also common. Dust storms are common in North India, whereas in our part, in this eastern India, we have the thunderstorm, rain and thunderstorm in the summer season. We also call it as Kal Boishakhi. The southern part of India, which is surrounded by sea on three sides, is less hot. The sea and land breezes keep the coastal areas cool. However, humidity is very high. Humidity is very high in the southern region. Thunderstorms called nor'westers are experienced in Assam and West Bengal. I was talking about this thunderstorm. They are also known as nor'westers, are experienced in Assam and West Bengal. The winds blow at a high speed and then after that rains come in for about 1 hour, 1.5 hours. That's all. Nor'westers are locally called Kal Boishakhi in West Bengal. Kal Boishakhi. The northern mountains and the hill ranges of the southern plateaus experience a cool climate. Thus, many tourists visit the hill stations during this time to escape the summer heat. Generally, hill station tours are conducted during the summers because hill stations are cool and the plains are very hot. So people visit the hill stations in the summer. They tour the hill stations in the summer to escape the heat of the plains.